definitely going to earn some clicks.
I'm going to do Dinosaur Space next time, though.
If I can get it.
Yeah.
Such a picture dodger.
Just blur Nor.
He'll stare at you if you're not pointing the camera at him, but if you point the camera at him, all of a sudden he's like
Blur Nor.
Canadian Fuhrer coming back with a fierce one. What do? Who what do? Damn, it's still light by you? People are just so shocked that the Earth is a sphere.
Yeah.
It's so hard to grasp for some people. Wow, still sun? It's not dark on planet. Same time it dark on planet where I am. Wow, waterfall from sky? What this?
Not rain here.
Yeah. I figured you were still in the CST. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm high up in the mountains in the CST. Or the sun goes down later. The Earth is fat. Yes, it is.
Thick.
Thick ass Earth. Big old round bouncy Earth. You want to smack that Earth. Pop! Watch that Earth go boom. We need two Earths right next to each other.
Yeah.
Get a cosmic booty jiggle going on. Yeah, dude. I'm in the Arctic where the sun never sets. Suppose that would mean you're in the West. The subreddit will follow this with great interests.
Yeah, there's only, like, what, 20 states?
Fucking A, bro. The subreddit's blowing up over this one, guys. Does the Never-Ending Story theme song make your balls tingle when you start to hear it? Yup. Checked that Reddit for 5 minutes. Nope the fuck out. That's typically what it's there for.
Yeah.
You go there and you go, hey, maybe this is okay now. And you go there and you're like, nope, it ain't. It's horrifying. Get me the fuck out of here.
It's almost worse than the YouTube comments.
It is. It's fundamentally, functionally worse than even the YouTube comments, which is like shocking. But that's Reddit. Reddit has been fucking, I don't know, dude. Reddit's been bad for a long time. I don't know if it was ever really good. It was just novel for a while.
Yeah, it was less popular in the beginning.
Yeah. Like back when Reddit was just a big news aggregator, when I started using it, like people actually, like I know it sounds lame, but they took the whole Reddit thing seriously. So they'd like upvote people they disagreed with for having a well-reasoned argument, you know? That's what the upvote was for. It wasn't necessarily an I agree with you button. It was like, you know what? This guy had, you know, some insights. I don't necessarily agree, but I'm going to go ahead and upvote that. And downvotes were supposed to just be for shit that, like,
Spam
adds nothing to the conversation, spam, advertisements, blah, 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 just fake shit. And that's what the website was designed to be. And now it turned into exactly the opposite of that. The upvote is the I agree with you button, and the downvote is the I don't agree with you button. And there are people out there who, like, man, dude, they count their points and shit. They're out there to get upvotes. They're out there to get upvotes. Yeah, dude, Marshall's new song, go check it out on Spotify. I followed Marshall on Spotify today, by the way. I feel bad that I hadn't done that yet, but I'm a boomer when it comes to Spotify. But I got that taken care of.
Yeah, so Marshall, link it in the chat if you want.
Yep. Link it up if you wish. Everybody got to hear that new from Marshall. Daddy and oh mommy. I've told my suicide attempt stories before. It's not too personal for me. It's just apropos of nothing. Got any side karma hustles? I'm just trying to spend all of the karma that I've built up over the years. I want to get it all done. I want to get it off of me.
The shittiest thing is, like, at a certain point, if you have too many downvotes, like, Reddit throttles your replies, so they'll be like, you can't do it for 5 minutes. I can't do it for 10, 20, an hour.
I'm on my way. I'm farming my way to Reddit unusability.
You know what I watched last night? That Lair of the White Worm review you guys did.
Oh, yeah. A long time ago.
Yeah, it was Peter Capaldi and Hugh Grant. You guys, like, couldn't remember it was Peter Capaldi. You just thought he was, like, Hugh Grant, too.
Yeah. I think we were drinking for that one. Heavily, if I remember correctly. What it do, Paul? Just got off work. Same here, buddy. What generic part of Wyoming am I in? I can't even think of anything in Wyoming. I'm a penis fisherman trawling for cock on an open sea of dicks, schlongs, and meat rockets. Good for you, Jason. Do you find any yet? Jason's in Hawaii right now.
Oh.
He's on vacation. And he's trying to get booty blasted, but like last night he was in here all late talking about how much he wanted to get booty blasted, but it was like fucking 3 in the morning, probably like 4 or 5 in the morning in Hawaii. I was like, man, you're in the wrong place.
Or no, I think they're behind because they're more westward, aren't they?
They're farther ahead from us, right? Or no?
I don't know if they're over the prime meridian or not.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
You got your DS? No, you didn't. Why are you lying, Jason? You didn't get your DS.
Maybe you played some DS.
Yeah, maybe you played your Nintendo DS, but you didn't get your DS. You booted up your DS. I like the beard that hides the 10 chins. That's why I like it too.
Still kind of a dumb comment, though.
Well, is what it is. Sometimes they're right. I did 100%. I have a hot story for you when I get back. You can keep it to yourself, Jason. I want to hear about you getting blown in fucking Hawaii. Jason getting blown in Hawaii, bro. I can't wait. I can't wait. We got to catch up.
Oh my god, there's so many people fucking caught on the fucking geographies.
I know. That's a full ass ban now.
Yep.
Full ass ban from here on out. People
the
too
Earth
dumb.
Is round.
People too dumb to comment. Me too dumb to comment. Whoa! That was a leap.
Normally you have Mom pull the chair back, but he went all the way over.
Yep. That was a spring. Would I drop the beard if I only had one chin? You're banned. You got your PB'd? I don't even want to know what that is, dude. Is everybody already drunk because it's fucking Friday night? Is that what's going on here? Maybe. That could be what's going on here.
Yeah. There was also the before the patrons ideology unban.
Whew. It's a goddamn nightmare. You wish you were drunk? Sim salabim. I'm gonna go get something to drink. I'm gonna let you guys work this out. Get it all out of your system, chat, because when I come back, I'm banning.
Yep, it's gonna be fucking Order 66 up in this bitch.
Yep, I'm banned.
It's going all right, Marshall. Got Dinor in my lap. Anyone wondering why the Earth is round and the sun is up at different times gets banned. Yeah, my hand's fine with Cricket. He didn't mean nothing. It was a single claw. Slumber party, Jason? What are you, 12? Paul probably spends about 5 seconds maximum thinking of stream names. So, it is what it is. Congrats, Jim. It's awesome.
It's still misbehaving.
A couple were. We got one more sun up comment.
Oh boy. Pass out spanking for that one.
Yeah. Yeah, Cricket bleps normally when he's concentrating real hard playing.
Ugh. Took me a little extra long because Cricket needed a watch.
Yeah, I gave him a watch earlier, but he was like 90% focused on getting pet. And
Yeah.
Like, if you're not gonna eat, then okay, bro.
He gave me a pickup, or he wanted a pickup, and I gave him a pickup, and then he wanted to sit down on his tree, so I put him up there, and then he wanted a box.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a boxing match, and then I had to pee, and I thought about something that I learned a few days ago that I've thought about every time that I've peed in the last 2 weeks. One of those facts that you didn't need to know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So apparently, as a dude, your pee stream is at its fullest from about 25 to 39.
Oh, yeah?
And then at 40, your pee stream starts to slow down. And so I've been really paying extra attention to my pee streams when I pee, because I'm like, man, is this slower than I'm used to? I think it's still about the same speed. But I'll have to watch out for it, because they say, that's what they say. Right around 40 is when your pee stream starts to get weaker.
Oh, yeah, dude. new Paul hoodie is dope.
That is true. Guess it was just a Mem Pepe kind of day. I guess so. I might have asked for the trolls to come out by naming my stream Mem Pepe, to be honest with you. It's probably a bad idea. Oh well. Oh well. What can you do but soldier forward? Good old Pee-Pee the Frog, sitting on a racist log.
I'm surprised the boomers didn't pick up Pepe like they did the Minions.
They kind of did towards the end. And
Yeah.
Pepe, like, started to get wide, and that's, like, the death of a meme is when it reaches fucking, you know what I mean?
The Facebooks.
Yep. I asked Amelia when the slumber party was. Did she call me a sissy weenie booby kid?
I called them 12 for asking for a slumber party.
Yeah, you are. I mean, dude, you are a little old to be asking for a slumber party, Jason. Yeah, it is kind of a sissy weenie poo-poo kid or whatever fucking maneuver. Netflix and chill died by the time I heard about it. Is it dead? Don't people still Netflix and chill or no?
I think they just mean like the term isn't bandied about anymore.
It's just not a meme anymore. I don't know.
Now it's just Netflix and ill.
That's true. Gonna go surf. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Have fun, Jason. Don't get eaten by a shark. There are sharks all up in them waters. Hello, Shabisky. Do you see Lil Nas X twerking on Satan today? Dude, that fucking video and song blew me the fuck away. I was like, oh my goodness. Okay, so he's not a meme anymore. I used to kind of look at Lil Nas X. I was like, okay, he's a meme rapper, but that latest shit, video and song included, he's legitimate now. Did not see that shit coming. Was awesome. He's very dope, yes. We'll see how it catches on in the culture. Like, it's a very, especially video-wise, openly homosexual kind of video. And hip-hop culture is pretty traditionally anti-homosexual. So we'll see how it works out in the wash. I'm hoping that things have progressed to the point where that song gets as huge as it deserves to be.
Yeah, that'll help, Marshall. You forget fucking Tucker Carlson saying it's the end of the world. That's instant boost.
Yeah, true that. I mean, yeah, dude, that's free advertising right there. What would you have me do? I don't know, dude. Hang out. Do whatever you want. Do as thou wilt. I like his fashion sense. He's going for the WAP clout. I mean, he got it. He got it. That's one good thing about conservative commentary. Signal boost. Signal boost. Oh, yeah, dude. Like, people telling you not to watch something is a good way to get about 90% of people to go watch something.
Yeah, like there was this fucking, like someone made an ad for his music video and the ad got banned by the UK. And then his fucking music video shot up to like 700,000 views and he had like 4,000 subscribers or something.
Yep. Just like Dare when you were a kid, yeah. Dare was like here's an introduction to some drugs you probably haven't heard much about. It's like, cool.
Yeah. I mean, meth isn't even really a big thing in media, honestly. Like, besides Breaking Bad, it's not really.
Not anymore. It was for a while. Meth was the wring your hands and worry drug of choice in the late 90s and early 2000s. It's called meth, and why you need to know what it is. That's right, John. Kids these days have access to much more potent recreational drugs than we did. That's right, Suzanne. Meth is the newest thing to hit the streets, and it is deadly.
Kids are using it to study better.
Yeah. They showed how bongs work so we could make them out of soda bottles. Dude, we figured that shit. Like, I don't remember anybody bringing me that knowledge. Dude, the can pipe, just like, all you have to do is be introduced to a pipe and see how it works, and then you're like, oh, I can do this. And you got a can pipe, you know? The old aluminum can pipe. Stoner staple that it is.
I mean, yeah, like a certain level ADHD drugs are basically meth.
Pretty much, yeah.
You took meth.
Yeah, Fen-Phen. Good old Fen-Phen. Put your teenager on this. Just kidding, it destroys hearts. Whoops. I use apples to smoke all the time. That's a lot of work. I mean, it doesn't take a ton of time to make an apple pipe, but I wouldn't want to do it every time I fucking smoked. I'd go through a bushel of apples a fucking day. Smoke my way through a whole bush. Remember Olestra? Yeah. They came out with Olestra, which was supposed to be this, like, synthetic fat that they would put on chips that would make it better for you to eat. But, like, right on the bag of chips, it would be like, hey, this product contains Olestra, and it would list off a bunch of shit that Olestra could cause, including, I shit you not, anal leakage. It said that on a bag of chips. It was like, hey, you may have, like, fucking anal leakage if you eat these chips. No joke. It used to say it on the chips. Your anus might squirt if you eat these chips. But, you know what I mean?
And that, like, fake sugar is, like, it can either be, like, a laxative or, like, something that makes you hella constipated.
Oh, yeah, the fucking saccharin or whatever. Yeah. Anal leakage. Go look it up. You can see it. Warning, anal leakage may occur, yeah. Chips so good they made your butt squirt. That's why Diet Coke is bad for you, man. #1 victory royale. Fortnite. Yeah, I'm about to get down. 10 kills on the board right now, and I just wiped out Tomato Town. Stupid shit. Stupid Fortnite memes making their way into my brain. I don't even like the game. Song is way too catchy. Yeah. It's so stupid. It's like the next fucking you got a boyfriend, I bet he doesn't kiss ya. It's that shit again. That song, I gotta tell you, dude. That hit or miss shit was in my brain for like 6 months. I would wake up like, hit or miss. Say it never miss, huh? You got a boyfriend, I bet he doesn't kiss ya. I was like, oh my fucking God, bro. And now this. Now this Fortnite kid that's infected everybody's brain. Talented little bugger. I mean, that's another song, isn't it? Like, it's a cover of another song. I know I've heard that song before. Pretty sure. Pretty sure it's like a fucking, I don't know.
Where are you getting?
Huh?
What were you getting?
It's just turning on the light.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just turning on the light.
You want a peach?
It's a song Kanye's on, yeah. It sounds familiar, the beat or whatever. I'm feeling real good about not having heard this song yet. Hey, if you can miss it, hit or miss, bro. It probably didn't help that, like, you guys remember the fated day that I've told you about where I decided, well, it was the 72 hours, where I decided I was going to trip acid 3 days in a row. One of the things I got stuck on for a little while was watching Belle Delphine sing Hit or Miss. There's like a looping hit or miss thing that they did. It was like 10 hours of Belle Delphine doing hit or miss. And I got stuck on the loop. And that was, yeah. I think it poisoned my brains, is what I'm saying. I know it's not Belle Delphine that did the song. I know the song was like some other like porn actress chick, Mia Khalifa, right? But there was like a TikTok type video of Belle Delphine doing a fucking, whatever you call it, lip syncing to it or whatever the fuck. Dorky shit. And I somehow stumbled onto that shit, and then, you know what I mean? It was engraved on my brain for a while. Now that I brought it up, I guarantee you I'll seek it out again and fucking, it'll be in my brain again. I'd done so well.
No? Okay. Got a little mouthful of grass. I'm gonna grab it, I think.
Oh, day.
Too much grass.
Oh, not our dude. I didn't get stuck on the I'm already Tracer shit, but I remember it. I want to play Tracer. I'm already Tracer. Ugh. Gamer culture is the worst fucking thing in the world. Can we all agree that, like, no matter what faces us as human beings, ecological disaster, political inactivity, fucking falling wages, pandemics, terrorism, and all the nastiness and war that goes on in the world, and the human degradation and exploitation, can we agree that the, like, pulsating asshole of humanity is gamer culture? Can we all agree that, like, gamer culture is the worst thing? And we'll just move on from there.
Dude, it created that meteoric rise for Mundane Matt.
Yeah, that's true. Dude, Mundane Matt is doing the Boulder Cast now. That's what he calls his show. He just went ahead and, like, he's like self-applying. Like, Mundane Matt is one of those dudes that, like, he named himself, first of all, he chose the name Mundane Matt. So he's one of those guys that's already self-deprecating. And then he gets fucked on for his Boulder excuse. And he just absorbs that now too. Now he does the Boulder Cast with Mundane Matt. It's like, oh my goodness gracious. Good gravy, Matt. What are you doing?
He did like all his videos out of his car, I think, for like a year.
Yeah. I mean, I kick ass at video games, but yeah, people who try to make it their whole identity are pretty sad and irritating. I like video games. I play video games. I'm talking about the separate gamer culture is what I'm talking about. People that like structure their whole fucking thing around games and collecting little game things and watching games and playing games, like their whole fucking thing is games. Man, it's a one-way trip to Nowheresville, dude. I've been around a few people before, nobody that I'm real good friends with, but there are people that just can't. Like, they exist in this fucking world where everything is a video game reference, and it's so fucking impossible. It's so impossible to talk to those people. They're so down the video game, gamer culture rabbit hole.
Yeah. Like, there's ways to enjoy games without making it your life. Like, you like The Sopranos, you don't fucking go around every 10 seconds like, Sopranos!
I mean, it's like every 20 seconds, but yeah. I know a kid who only speaks in memes and video game shit. It's a thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. Hello, Joanne. How are you? You Naruto run everywhere you go. Dude, I shit you not, man, when I went to that one Weeb Con that I went to, IckyCon in Austin, Texas, I saw a bunch of like dudes my size, like fat dudes with Naruto headbands on. And I shit you not, I saw them running around on the fucking floor, like the convention floor where all the little booths were set up selling all the different things. I saw them getting together, and one of them was like filming it on their phone, and they were like Naruto jutsu running, you know what I mean, with their arms ninja running. I saw it happen. Like I saw it happen.
Dinor. It's enough.
Jeez Louise. Could you be quiet?
People are allowed to be.
I don't know if they were racing each other. It was like they were trying to get like a TikTok. Well, I guess TikTok wasn't a thing back then. But what was that?
He got so excited he sneezed.
He had a snoot? I don't think they were trying to race. I think they were trying to make a meme or whatever to post on Facebook or some shit.
All right, that's enough.
Yep, you go in now.
Being too much.
2 strikes, you out, boy. Naruto, dude. From what I can tell, those dudes are like the bottom of the weeaboo pecking order. I don't pretend to understand it, but, you know, I was adjacent to weeaboo culture for a while. Learned a little bit about the wees and the boos. The boos and the don'ts, if you will. And I'm pretty sure that the fat guys in orange sleeveless t-shirts wearing Naruto headbands, ninja running around the fucking convention floor, I'm pretty sure those guys are at the bottom. Vosh covered the hierarchy of anime conventions. You should check it out. Yeah, he would probably know more than me. Like, I'm basing my observations off of one convention that I went to, and then, you know, like having a girlfriend for a long time that was pretty weeaboo-ish. Although I wouldn't go so far as to say that Ashley was a complete, you know, complete and utter weeaboo, but she knew a lot of weeaboo stuff, you know. Weeaboo. Konnichiwa senpai, please notice me. I watch Asian cartoons. I'm a weeaboo. I live in my mom's house. I'm like 42. I can't decide whether to watch this or Mike Epps versus Martin Lawrence. Dude, you don't have to decide. That's the great thing about, you know, the internet, is that you can come back and watch this later, or you can go and watch that, and then or you can go watch that later. You see? Mystical versus DMX. Dude, I remember back in the day, it's been a long time since I heard Mystical. I remember he ripped it up, but he was kind of like a dude that, like, he was an early mumble rapper, because a lot of Mystical was like, I don't get by, I'm gonna get by, I'm gonna get by, I'm get by, my no limit motherfucker, get by. He was an early mumble rapper, but he had swagger. I liked Mystical, but I got to give it to DMX. Like, who's the angrier rapper? Oh, DMX. Just based on the bark. His, oh! All you got to do is listen to the first, like, you know, like 25 seconds of that, whatever that fucking No Limit, not No Limit, the fucking Rough Riders anthem or whatever the fuck. That beat is still so mean. It just sounds so disrespectful right off the bat. That's what I love about that beat. I'll always love that beat, because it just sounds like immediately, it almost sounds like a kid, you know, that neener, 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 like thing that kids do to each other. It's almost that in beat form. Down, 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 down. It's almost like he's just teasing you. Paul, you think any of the COVID regulations is influenced by our state trying to ever erode our human rights / right to protest? No. No, I don't. I don't think that the government is in collusion with every fucking health expert in the world on the same types of things that have been used in the past, social distancing and mask wearing, to fight localized disease spread and pandemics. No. No, I don't think there's some secret fucking cabal. I think that COVID-19 is a result of the things that we should be worrying about, not what we've had to do to make it happen. Look up Patriot Act. Yeah. Look up Patriot Act, dude. Boom, 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 boom. Shut them down, open up shop. Oh, yo, that's how Rough Riders roll. Arr! Where my dogs at? Arr! There they are. Are you like the Ricola guy, but instead of the Ricola, you're Ebola? You guys remember those commercials? Ricola. This dude is like, Ebola. Boom. Thoughts on Joe Biden firing White House staff when they admitted to smoking weed? What did you guys think? He was like a big fucking weed proponent or whatever? I don't get it. Like, are you shocked? Legal weed too, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, if I'm doing my Biden impersonation, even if I stumble on a word or something, it sounds good because he does that. 'Tis I, Peyton, and 'tis you as well. Or perhaps I am but a figment of your imagination, Peyton. Perhaps you never met me at all. Got crickets and we got frogs tonight. Don't crickets make their noise by vibrating their wings against their bodies? Yeah, they are pretty relaxing. Got a good ambiance out here tonight. I'm digging it. All it took was the sun to peek down over the horizon and go on and go down, and all these guys came out. They rubbed their legs against their wings. That's cool. It's a gas release. They fart? Too funny to be true. No skeeters. Right now, no. I have a feeling I'll be dealing with skeeters here pretty soon. Luckily for me, other than like Louisiana mosquitoes, which will eat anything, I'm relatively a person that skeeters leave alone. Like, I'll get bit, but I don't get eaten up like most people do. Unless I'm living in Louisiana. If you're living in Louisiana, you get eaten. A Louisiana mosquito has no fucking discrimination. Like, a Louisiana mosquito will eat anything you throw at it. But mosquitoes in other places, in my experience, don't like me as much as they like some other people. Yeah, dude, we could totally kill the mosquitoes. I'm 100% behind that. And I say that as, a conservationist and a person who loves nature. But the mosquito could go bye-bye and nothing would happen but the flourishing of all the species that it feeds upon. And we could do it too. We could generationally kill mosquitoes.
Just genetic engineer the fuck out of them.
Yep. Release a few genetically modified males. I read about how they do it. So they build into the gene pool, not first generational, not second generational, but third generational infertility. So they edit the genes so that the male mosquitoes that are released are fertile. They breed. The next generation is fertile. They breed. The next generation is fertile. They breed. And by that time, enough of them have been infected with this gene that the population just crashes and then declines from wherever it is because this gene overtakes everything. It's third generational, so...
Yeah, because you got to have it spread first. If it just made them immediately infertile, then
it wouldn't get anywhere. Right, so you send a bunch of time bombs out, basically. It's like little mosquito time bombs where they're going to be fertile, their offspring are going to be fertile, their offspring's offspring are going to be fertile, but that third generation from them is completely infertile. And that kills the species. That's how you get Krogan mosquitoes. Yeah, it's like the genophage.
Yeah, that's probably the only reason there's pushback, is like, but mutants. Not realizing we've made, like, all of our, like, cow mutants.
I mean, a lot of our fucking produce is mutants. Go look at what a banana is supposed to look like. Yeah. Like, corn. Go look at what wild maize looks like versus fucking modern corn. And be amazed.
The mosquito experts have weighed in. There's not enough, no species is reliant on eating mosquitoes.
No, every species that eats mosquitoes also has other food supplies. There is no ecosystem that could be found by scientists that relies on mosquitoes. In fact, mosquitoes typically take more than they give in terms of nourishment from the ecosystem, in terms of sickness, disease spread, and just general weakness of animals being fed on all fucking day. They're a plague. They don't occupy any significant part of the food chain. They're a parasite organism. What do mosquitoes sound like? I can do a mosquito sound. It's like... They're nasty. They're hideous little beings, and they should all be dead. The 59-foot tapeworm has me shook. I know. That was so gross.
Dude, I can't believe there's people that, like, willingly go through that, too.
Yeah, that's true. Fleas are another one that we could get rid of, honestly. Like, a lot of these parasitic insects that evolved just to feed on the blood of other organisms don't occupy any... Like, fleas are not a significant part of anything's diet. It just isn't that way. They're just here to feed on us, so we could get rid of them motherfuckers, too. Wasps as well. Like, wasps are parasitic organisms. They don't they don't occupy any significant part of the food chain. Get rid of them.
Bees are totally different.
Bees, you gotta have bees. Bed bugs, yep. Bed bugs. Nobody's eating fucking bed bugs. No animal on earth is feeding on bed bugs. They're just getting fed on by bed bugs. Kill them. Nope, all wasps. Get them. I know not all wasps are parasitic, but no wasps, they do nothing but sting. They do nothing but move into places and fight. And they kill bees. They kill bee colonies. Wasps gotta go. Bees are good. Bees can stay. Wasps. Psh, psh. Wasps control pest populations at least. Spiders can fill the niche.
I mean, yeah, like probably the one we know most about is mosquitoes as being like solidly zero net benefit.
Yeah. I'm talking out of my ass when it comes to wasps. We probably can't get rid of them, but I hate wasps. I just don't like a wasp. They're just mean looking and mean spirited animals, I've found. Wasps are what we're going to face in the future if the insects ever get like sentience beyond what they have. Like, they're a look at the shock troops of the future insect army.
Come on, train.
It's alright. They can still hear me over the train. I just get caught up listening to the train sometimes.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure the wasps were like the big AI network in Neil Asher's fucking book, The Hive. They've taken over the whole galaxy.
Yep.
Slave people for like 5 years for killing one.
Yep. Dude, I'm still fucking shook about that cosmic spiders thing we talked about like weeks ago on Ideology. Came up with this idea of like an alien species that's like arachnid-esque, that just sits all dormant in space waiting for our broadcasts. Like, they pick up radio waves from civilizations, and when they hear it, they start scuttling towards our planet to fucking cull it of all life. And then they use all that energy to go back to deep dark space and listen some more. We came up with that because I learned from somebody in here, actually, and I went and looked it up, and it was very interesting. I can't remember the name of the guy that first propagated it, but the dark jungle theory of the cosmos when it comes to life. Like, and if you think about it, it may be true. Here on this planet, the animals that reach the highest are the predatory animals. So because of their diet, predatory animals develop larger brains or more cunning. So if we extrapolate that rule out to all life in the universe, then some super being is less likely to be some little gray man that is like, take us to your leader, and more likely to be some hideous fucking ultra predator that can survive in any kind of environment. Ultra deep water, super high heat, super low temperatures, maybe even the vacuum of space. I want to feel even worse. We have picked up radio signals from deep space that seem like they could be deliberate, but what if they're telling us to be quiet for the spiders? Yeah, see? Or what if it's the spiders trying to trick us into transmitting back? Maybe they transmit like a and we pick it up and we're like, oh my God, that sounds like it might be real. Let's shoot something right back at it. And we do, and it, you know, takes 100 years and it gets there and the spiders are like, they all wake up and just start fucking.
Yeah, because how many years have we been sending shit out into space?
The first radio broadcasts, I think, happened in like the late 1800s or mid 1800s, like the first strong radio broadcasts. And the first television broadcasts were what? 1940 something, maybe? 1930, late 1930s, mid 1940s, I don't know. It's like 1870s, the first radio broadcast. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
So
it definitely hasn't gone to the end of the universe.
No.
Obviously.
I mean, at the speed of sound, and those broadcasts, by the way, would weaken.
Yeah.
Like they're not just going to perpetually go on. So there would be a certain degradation of the signal over long fucking stretches and shit, but NASA said our first light fire is finally leaving our galaxy, so it's going to be a while, right? So the first light that was created by humans, fire, would theoretically be leaving our galaxy now, and that's at light speed.
We might have to wait another, like...
Well, it's not necessarily speed of sound, whatever, speed of radio transmission or whatever it is. Like, yeah, you're right. Speed of sound doesn't necessarily apply here, but it's the speed of whatever, speed of transmission, whatever the limitation is on typical radio transmissions. It's crazy to think about, yeah. But yeah, that dark jungle theory had me thinking a lot. Because it's just like I think because human beings, we're capable of great violence against one another, but we have empathy built into us. We're, a social species, and so we have something built into us to take care of one another. And so we like to think of like we're the peak of the animal kingdom because of that. It's like, no, we're the peak of the animal kingdom because we were smarter than every other animal and we were able to develop weapons to kill every other animal. Like there was a point where humanity was not the top of the food chain. And it occupied that point for a very long time before it established dominance over its environment to the point where it was the top predator on the planet. There's no beast that we cannot conquer and feed on or harvest for food. There's no beast that genuinely threatens us anymore. Yeah. We're the apex predator on this planet right now.
Probably killer whales is the closest to something that we can't easily attack. I mean, we still can, but it's definitely more tricky, I think.
Sure. I mean, like, maybe.
So
I don't know. I mean, we've got these close-up ass pictures of killer whales. Put a harpoon through one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Strap a harpoon to that fucking drone boat or whatever you sent out, and you got a dead killer whale. Nothing can fucking fight us here. So we're the apex predator here. So if that's the law of nature, is that the apex predator is the one that develops the brain mass eventually to develop cities, then you take into account, like, okay, selective pressures might be different in different environments that also support life. So science has posited methane, beings that can breathe methane or exist in a methane atmosphere. And there would be different sizes of planets create different selective pressures as well. There might be a planet that's smaller than us, that with lower gravity that can support enormous beings on it. You know what I mean? It's smaller than the Earth, but the beings that, eventually evolved there outgrew the Earth or their Earth. Gravity, distance from the sun, radiation, and different, how many different stars are in the local system. All of this shit, everything in the universe has some kind of connection to selective pressure on theorized life. And so this idea that it would look anything like us, ridiculous. And if we've learned anything from our own nature, if nature tends to work the same way, which may not be true, but if it tends to work the same way on other planets under different selective pressures, then what we will encounter will likely be predatory. Like us.
Might be like the Praetor where they kill their own children.
Maybe. Who knows? Think about a life-bearing world that's had 3 times the amount of time for evolution to take place on it. Mm-hmm. Somewhere in the galaxy. So a life-bearing world that is 3 times as old as the planet Earth in terms of its ability to support life. With twice the surface area, sure. We're getting to the point now where we're working on nanobots and shit. Who's to say that some other fucking species hasn't already mastered that or been conquered by it and created another silicon-based species? The dark jungle theory is really interesting if you think about it, because that's... I think it might be more likely than the idea that it's a bunch of like, take me to your leaders, we come in peace. You know what I mean? It's like, no, we come to consume. Because what do you think we're going to do? Like, let's presume that humanity had the time and the ability to escape our local solar system or some shit. Like, let's say we came up with some new propulsion drive or some way to get around the laws of relativity and fold space or wormhole travel or whatever the fuck, right? What do you think we're doing? Do you think we come in peace? I don't think we do. I think we come to take. We might come in peace at first. Like our first little ship that arrives might go like, "We are from Earth. We mean you no harm. We seek to learn from you." But give it a couple fucking centuries. You know what time it is when you're dealing with humans. So who's not to think that other fucking species aren't going to be just like that? And better at it than us because they've had longer, or the selective pressures in their environment created a better predator, a smarter predator, a more lethal predator. Sorry, honey.
It's okay.
I keep forgetting. Oh, we do have two now. I brought another one out.
Cool.
We Gucci. Mars Attacks, the movie, was a documentary. Yep. Did you hear the story that a U.S. Navy vessel got swarmed by a bunch of tic-tac shaped micro drones and they don't know where it came from? What? I did not, dude. I'll have to look into that. Send me a link to that shit on Twitter, Marshall. I mean, yeah, dude. Like, think about this. Okay, so like, follow the line of thinking. This is why I like thinking about things that you can't really know, theoretical things. But follow this line of thinking. Okay, so human beings are the closest that this planet has come to a species that could affect something outside of its bubble. If we, assuming that we get our shit together and survive and given enough time, we could evolve as a species into something that traveled the stars. But I think that we would remain predatory in doing so. So assuming that that's true, assuming that the apex predator that gets the most protein develops the largest brain, or whatever it is, assuming that that's true of life as a general rule, then you would probably have all kinds of alien life. But the most dominant forms of that alien life might be some of the oldest because they'd had the most time to adapt, the most time to use those large brains in order to figure out the things about the universe and the way it works that we don't know. And they may see other life as a threat to their existence, or as slave labor, or as harvesting points for fertile worlds for them to colonize. So
Or
that
they might think we're all sickly. It's like, you guys don't have exoskeletons? We're going to put you out of your misery.
Right. They might not even think from that, like empathy might not even exist in these beings. It might have been selectively bred out of their species. They might be more of a hive species. You know what I mean? We see immense intelligence and ability in our own insects. What if they're more insectoid than humanoid? But they've developed that hive intelligence to the point of being able to travel through the stars and populate planets. Like, how do you go to that and make peace with it? You don't. That's coming to eat you. That's coming to subsume your civilization and colonize your planet or strip it of all resources and move on. And it's theoretically possible that there are species doing just that all over the observable and non-observable universe. In different corners of it, these species may already be finding worlds like ours, landing on them and completely and utterly decimating them or colonizing them
Or they're already having war to where they're trying to use stealth technology, and that's why we haven't gotten a clear signal from them. They're trying to hide from each other.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we don't like that. Like, that's theoretically possible. We could be in an area of space and be known about by an entire federation of these predatory beings that look at us like cattle. They've all agreed to work together for the greater prosperity of the alien fucking triumvirate or whatever the fuck they've created. And so they have marked our world, surveyed it, and are just waiting for it to reach a ripening point or whatever the fuck when they come down to cull it and colonize it. Or wipe it out and restart it so they can fucking harvest it again at a later date. We might just be a farm. Think about that shit. Abiogenesis, this crazy thing that science can't really explain. How did life start? Maybe that's the answer. Maybe it's just something that gets thrown onto the world by these hyper-intelligent predatory species to grow livestock for them. Moo moo, buckaroo.
Maybe they're allergic to our pollution. They're waiting for us to collapse.
Maybe they like our pollution. Maybe the more fucking carbon monoxide and dioxide that gets released into the air, the more like fucking their home world it becomes, and they're just waiting for that point. How did they form? Maybe they didn't. Maybe they were always here. It's a cookbook. To serve man is a cookbook. Dun, dun, dun. It doesn't really solve the issue. There's no issue at point here. I didn't say it solves anything. I'm insinuating that if it's true, then, you know, we're fucked. There's this panspermia theory, right? I don't know if it rises to the level of a theory, but I've read about this idea of panspermia when it comes to the distribution of life. And that is that all life comes from one source life. So, like, all life comes from one kind of being that seeded its genetic material across the galaxy. And that could be true. I don't know. It doesn't solve the problem if you go like, well, where did that first being come from? Who the fuck knows? Anunnakis are real and took their DNA and mixed it with apes. True story. Okay, bro. You're getting a little too deep. Yeah, dude. One being just busted a nut into the galaxy. And we're all just part of it. I've seen Arrival.
It missed the mark for me.
Overall, for me too. I thought it had its moments that were pretty cool. But overall, not that great of a movie. It had some cool visuals. I liked the weirdness of the aliens, and I liked the kind of central storyline of learning to talk to them. But overall, the movie was, I don't know, a little disjointed, and the time travel / fourth dimensional kind of thing was, I don't know, confusing and weird. And I mean, not confusing, just weird.
Yeah, it was kind of like that movie Annihilation. Like, good concept, but it just didn't know how to tie itself together.
Yeah, agreed. It's my favorite candy bar since you paid. Not a big candy bar dude.
I don't think I've ever seen you eat one.
Yeah, I just don't. I guess I'll just go with a Snickers, probably. It's, you know, it's classic. I've had a Snickers or two in my life. Payday. Yeah.
You like Hershey's and s'mores, but I've never seen you just chomp into a Hershey's bar.
Mm-mm. Not a big fan of chocolate. I mean, I like it, but I've never been a big chocolate person. All right, enough. I don't care what he didn't ask what everybody's goddamn favorite candy bar was. I don't care. I haven't tried any. I haven't had a candy bar in fucking like forever, dude. I don't know. Like, I've taken road trips and shit in the last year, and I don't, like, when I stop at a place, I grab, like, beef jerky or corn nuts or something, or maybe a Skittles. I don't get a candy bar.
Gummies.
Yeah, gummy bears. You know, I like that shit. But I just don't have the candy bar thing. I'm not that kind of fatty.
You're not someone that will just, like, eat a whole cake.
I mean, that's usual. That's not true. I might eat a whole cake, but I would be very alone when I did it.
You don't go get cakes to eat all
No, cake. No, not while you're awake.
You get midnight cakes.
She's asleep. Cake.
I'm probably more likely to be the one that binges on sweets out of the two of us.
I don't know. This last week, though, I've had a sweets week.
Yeah.
I ate a bunch of gummy bears or gummy worms.
A bunch of Skittles.
Bunch of Skittles this week. I had a sweet tooth this week. It's been a rough week, dude. Just in general.
We also got buried by chips that Rodney left behind, so that didn't help.
That's true.
He, like, dumped, like, 6 bags of chips on you. It's like, enjoy.
It's like, all right, I did. Cake can be very addicting. I mean, I like cake, but cake is not my thing. It's not my favorite thing. The building blocks of life can develop in asteroids with high water content and spread when they seed on planets. I mean, whatever, dude. However it works, bro. DFF on Christopher Hitchens. Yeah, you do the research. What candy you done, Paul? What candy you done, boy? Cakes and pies, cakes and pies.
This isn't supposed to be a DFF suggestion thread, y'all.
It just broke out of nowhere, too, like a rash. DFF.
Become a patron, and there's like a 10% chance it might get looked at.
That's true. It's a better than zero, for sure. DFF Mountain Dew. Oh my God. Prometheus movie beginning, sure. But as they say in Prometheus, who made them? DFF equals Amelia says stop giving DFF suggestions. That sounds like a dope show. I could do that one.
Yeah, I think this is the point now where the joke has gone bad.
Yeah, it's gone sour, dude. But like, Chad doesn't know that. You have to tell him that. And then sometimes you have to enforce it with an Order 66, because they just don't know. Like, it's funny, but it's funny for, like, a little while, you know? And then it becomes you had to be there, and then it becomes just not funny at all. We tiddled all the life out of it. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, man, I just got here. Ideology is not an airport, dude. Now arriving, Code Whiskey Sky. Come on, Paul. Can you just meet us in the Diddle? I mean, come on, dude. We're not going back down Diddle Road. All right, we went there. I tried to talk about something. I brought it up on my own, the dark jungle fucking theory. I went down that road. It was interesting. I brought it. And now chat's going. TJ said no more SpaghettiOs. You guys drove him fucking nuts with it. You killed it. You killed the SpaghettiOs. Because he did it once, and instead of just letting him sprinkle it in when he wanted to, you were like, SpaghettiOs, SpaghettiOs, and you barraged him with SpaghettiOs shit. You killed it. He'll never do it again. He'll never do another SpaghettiOs. Yeah, this community does do jokes to death. You're right about that. Thanks, Fat Boy, for the poo-poo. It's a very nice poop. People ruin everything. Abby's in a bad mood. I'm in kind of a bad mood today, too, to be honest with you. But I'm not finding myself all angsty. Maybe it's just because I've learned not to get angsty in the way that I want to. Or maybe you guys just suck at pissing me off. But I had one of those, like, days where I woke up and I just felt like, I'm going to be mad today. And, yeah, I started this and I was like, yep, this is going to be a mad-ass ideology. Really hasn't been. It's been a pretty low-key fucking ideology. Take it out on you? All right, Fat Boy, listen to me. I don't even want to do it. I'd feel bad. No, I have not tried Delta 8 yet. Yes, Paul, let your guard down. The spiders are waiting. The spiders are waiting. Hello there, Phoebes. You may have come in towards the end of this one. The grind has set in. The live chat is nigh on unreadable.
Yeah, I timed like 8 people out.
Oh. It's been one of those nights, Phoebes. I've been like pounding my face against the wall to have a talk with people tonight. Frog versus bee?
Cricket.
Oh, frog versus cricket. Who speaks the truth of the forest? What makes you think that they're singing a different song, man? Crickets and frogs are just two instruments in the same symphony, and that speaks the truth of the forest.
Yeah, get that trigger finger ready, Phoebe.
It's one of those nights where I just want to sit here like this and just let the specters ban people who say stupid shit. I don't even want to do it. That's the form my salt is taken tonight, is I'm just going to sit here like this. I might even take a nap. I feel like I could get comfortable enough to like lean my head here and like pass out for a little bit. That answer deserves another super chat. Dun 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 dun. Thank you. I'm chilling here with my pet boa constrictor. Cool. Watching the comments around my own vanishing left and right always makes me feel like Domino from the DCU. Well, you know, I mean, it's just sometimes you've got to be heavy-handed, you know. You gotta come with your 6-shooter. I was digging the Cosmic Spiders too. I just want to make a Cosmic Spiders video game now or some shit. Or a movie. Or write a Cosmic Spiders book that turns into a movie, maybe. Maybe that's what I need to do. I hallucinate spiders a lot, and I have an irrational fear that it's psychic alien spiders. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. You should probably tune out. These spiders have 9 legs. Da, 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 da. Having to worry, having to care, feel like a feather that's floating on air, fit as a fiddle and ready for love. All right, thank you, fat boy. Whatever. And with that, I bid you adieu.